Thank you, Yannick. So you've had this amazing career at Festo, but there was something in you to do something different.
Yeah.
So talk about the beginning of ALTIX Consulting.
Yeah, well, I always had a lot of admiration and passion for entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship. But for many years, I was, first of all, trying to think about what could be that big invention you could come up with to break through with a major innovation. And because my career offered me growth and very exciting new missions, I decided to take those missions, and especially because they had an entrepreneurial nature. They were risk-loaded, they were complex initiatives, complex missions, and I knew you can either win or you can lose, and if you lose, this will have a major impact on your career. But I decided that let's take the risk. You can fail, but you will always learn. So I wanted to have that learning and growth opportunity, and I'm glad I took them all. And I'm glad I was working in a very good company who offered me those opportunities and offered the environment for learning and growth, which I really valued. So at some point in my career, I realized that with the nature of the missions I was leading, I was a little bit like a consultant in the organization, because we had to figure out how to solve very complex problems. So at some point, that piece in my equation was solved, realizing, well, this is what you are really good at, and this is what you are passionate about. So why not making a business out of that? You take the passion and the let's say, where is your superpower, and you bring those together, and you have a good business formula. And I was fortunate because very soon after I arrived in the United States, I met my co-founder, Anne Cappel. She was in a very different field, but the commonality was the world of industry. She was, at that time when we met, the executive director of the European American Chamber of Commerce, which she was a co-founder of in the United States. So she was connecting people to help them resolve their problems through networking, but also through bringing government, academia, industry together for think tank activities or others. So we discovered that we enjoyed talking and doing things together, like organizing things together, and sooner, faster than I could look, I was on the board of that organization, invited to participate. And I think what we shared was a vision to help middle market to large enterprise with complex challenges. We share a passion for international business, and certainly also for transatlantic trade between Europe and the United States. I was working on my vision for a company in the consulting field, and Anne was working on her own ideas and vision of a business. And at some point we realized that what we are working on was so close that we could probably merge that and make one company out of it. It's easier to start a company with some friends, somebody you trust, and you share a common vision, rather than to be alone. And our vision was so big that we felt, well, we will need all the resources to make it happen. And we decided to go for it together. So what is the vision for ALTIX Consulting is to become an internationally recognized partner for the industrial world, very specialized on the industrial world, not like large consulting firm. They would advise government, they would advise healthcare, they would have multi-sectorial competencies. Our niche is the world of industry, the world of manufacturing, and we want to be known as the champions for the world of manufacturing. And our mission is to be an amplifier for industry champions. So all the companies we are working with are champions in their fields. Some do aircraft engines, some do landing systems, some do fryers for the big food chains in the world. So they are all outstanding at what they do, but they are all facing, like every person or any organization in their development journeys, they will reach new challenges, face new problems which they have not solved before. And nowadays, time is of essence. So at times you need expertise because they don't have the expertise in-house. And at times you need capacity. And at times it's a combination of both. And this is what we offer. And we want to be able to help them across continents. And this is challenging, as you know, John, because you have different cultures, you have different languages. So you need people who are used to navigate in that industrial space and international space, because you need to have experienced those things before you are able to advise people on how to do that in such a context.